Hey there, YouTuber. So you might have seen my video where I basically wasn't very happy with my Asus Prime Z690p. I have two of those. One's a D4 Wi-Fi and the other is a D5. And so using them with 12th gen, no problems. Did the BIOS update. You can see that video on here. Put my 13th gen CPU in there. Really just weak benchmarks. Not sure what was going on. Switched out, tried the other 13th gen CPU. Same issue, weak benchmark. So let me just show you the benchmarks real quick. XTU is kind of a joke, but let's go ahead and take a look at this. And by the end of this video, I am going to provide you a somewhat of a solution, courtesy of one of the viewers of this the video where I was whining about that motherboard. So one thing, maybe should have jumped out. These temps are super low, right? How did I get the temps lower in my other videos? Well, did some undervolting, and we also messed with core voltage when we did overclocks. So 4250, that is like half of what it should be. Now let's go ahead and run Cinebench R20. Now the surprising thing is this temperature is still way higher than I would have expected. But then again, this is the Noctua NHU14S. All right, so let's run Cinebench. And I don't know if I have HW Info 64 on here. Let's just see if we do. Yep, we sure do. I have so many different drives. Now this is Windows 11 for those of you that like to say, oh, maybe it's a Windows 11 thing. No, it's not a Windows 11. We tried this with Windows 10 and 11. Had the same problem. All right, so I'm going to have this over here. And we're going to hit run. And I'm not going to torture you guys with R23. That would be really painful to sit through. So historical CPU ranking on the left, you do see the i9 12900, which was the previous CPU that was on this motherboard before, I started changing out 13th gens. Surprisingly, the 13th gens haven't recorded a permanent time on here, or permanent score. So when this 13th gen is cranking, this thing goes really fast, right? And we're just not seeing that right here. Everything is stable though. I was able to gain on it. So score 4728. Let me just write down what we had for XTU 4250. All right, so let's look at this comment. And this is the video, by the way. Don't recommend the i7. That goes with the i5 too, right? There's actually an i5 in here right now. So this guy, Tony, must have been pretty observant, paying attention, not to my video, but to what's going on with his computer. So he says, this is a lack of V-core on CPU. This happened on my 13700K. I scored a little on Cinebench R2023. I'm using a tough gaming Z690 D4 Wi-Fi, which should be a really good motherboard. However, also an Asus product, and lost performance because of missing V-core. So what is that V-core supposed to be? I could go back and look at my videos on different motherboards and see what that maybe dial that in, but we're just gonna wing it in this video, okay? Now that I adjusted the CPU voltage fluctuating or punctuating, wonder if he meant fluctuating normally. So thank you, Tony. I'll take it from here. So we're going to restart and hold down the delete key to get into the BIOS, where you can jam on it. I like to jam on it, and people always complain that just hold it in. So yes, I can listen. So eventually the BIOS will fire back up. Now, if you forget how to do this, you can Google it, but you know, you may want to check back with this video. So there you see our core voltage, all right? I'm going to do something pretty drastic. We're going to increase that. AI tweaker. And we're going to scroll down. So this is a, you know, before we do that, CPU. Surprised you don't see the name of the CPU over here. Hang on, folks. Before we move on, I just want to make sure you guys know what CPU I have. Z690p, okay. There it is, i5 13600KF, in case I forgot. And then our RAM speed is 4800 megahertz. So, you know, the speed of the CPU sounds normal. So let's go over to advanced again, sorry. And we are going to AI tweaker. Scrolling down. Where is the voltage core stuff? Right here. That's it right there, folks. You want to change this. And on the internet, it may say, may not say offset mode, but you want offset mode on this particular model. Brings up the plus minus, and voila. Now, what is the ideal number? You should fine tune this to find it, right? I don't do this in this video for you guys. I'm gonna probably do this later on when I have more time. But you know, probably shouldn't jump up 0.20 like I did. You know, we could do, let's try 0.100 just to see where we're at, right? And realistically, you might want to do less, right? That's quite a jump right there. That's 100 millivolts. You may want to do 0.01, but just to make this video not too ridiculously long, let's go ahead and save that. And then we'll reboot. Okay. So here we are. Let's pull up Intel's XTU. And I'm pretty much just showing this whole thing live, folks. All right, we're in here. Notice the CPU is fluctuating a little warmer. Let's go ahead and run this. So last time it was 4230. Now this may or may not do too much for it, but okay, you can already see the package temperature is way hotter. Not where it probably needs to be, but it's way hotter. 7846. Wow. So you see right there, that's already a 3600%, or excuse me, 3600 mark increase just by that. Well, now whether that was the exact number to go with, not sure. Now let's go do Cinebench. And the main thing is, folks, if you're going to do this, you know, take your time, find that exact number that works perfectly. And this will, this should at least get you back to being happy with the CPU. Now, I do have to believe that there will be a BIOS update by Asus, and they will, I'm hoping, correct this. Now, they may have done this to keep the temps down, but whether that's the case or not. So, 8955, folks. So that is 40, almost, 4,200 increase, 4,200 point increase. So that's not good enough. I know we can do better. Only question though is, what is that ideal hotspot? So rather than make this video last for an hour, I'm going to jump up quite a bit. And from there, we would want to go drop it down and go higher and see. So you can see right here, we basically tacked on 0.1 to this. So we're going to AI, and should be in yellow, should pop out at us. Or maybe not. Nope. There it is. I'm going to go with, yeah, screw it. We're going to go 0.2. All right. Now, whether that's the really good number, like I said, you want to fine tune. If this goes up, brings our benchmarks up, then we know we're trending in the right direction. We may have to reduce 0.2 to 0.18. We may try and go 0.22. Or you could go 0.19, 0.21. The main thing is you really should be going in small increments. I've already screwed around with this, that's why I'm kind of jumping. But you guys will want to do smaller increments. And if it takes you, a couple hours to do this, it's better than screwing something up. All right. So you can see the CPU's gotten warmer for the most part. We'll run this again. And these are the last two benchmarks I'm going to do that I'll be recording. I will try at some point and do this, and I don't know if it'll be the exact number to use, but we'll try and nail it down. So this thing got pretty hot, 95, 97. I didn't see thermal limit throttling. But the score, 7937. So that's an increase. I don't think we want to increase the voltage core anymore. Not with this cooler. And so potentially Cinebench could thermal throttle. So let the CPU get a little cooler. I'm going to hit this, and I'll give you guys HW info. Alright, looks like I need to update it. Might not be 13th gen happy. Alright, so we'll slide this over. Looks like I gotta open this up more. Alright, so we're running it. Bring this back up. And just real fast, does it show my CPU temp or my fan speed? Okay, so it gets up to 1456. And the score to beat was 89.55, so we just barely beat that. Now I will tell you folks, I did hit 9300. Not sure why we didn't hit that this time, but last time I did this 9300. I mean, that puts it really close to the i9 12900, which is a $540 CPU. I don't know what the price is at now, but you know, I could almost sell that, right? $300. Um, so I may just actually sell this CPU. That's another. I'm digressing. So yeah, this would appear to be a partial solution. There's other fine tuning you can do, but this drastically gets the score back up. Thanks for checking out the video, folks. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate your suggestion and your being observant. Me, sad I didn't kind of notice that we should experiment a little bit, but thanks for checking out the video.